The MP Concepts Ducktail spoiler shown here in gloss black will be a great choice for the 05 to 09 Mustang owners out there who are looking for a very affordable spoiler option that will deliver an aggressive appearance along with that gloss black paint job and is ready to install right out of the box. So what you guys are looking at here again is one of the more affordable spoilers in the category and one that is also one of the most popular when we're talking about styling. Now that is the Ducktail. I would say this thing's second to only the GT500 option in terms of overall popularity. And with that being said, I still think the Ducktail is going to offer a little bit more of an aggressive look due to a little bit more angle over that Shelby styled spoiler and just a little bit more rear end presence. Sticking with features a little bit longer here, guys, and I think it really just boils down to the aggressive styling compared to a stock option or even compared to some of your other aftermarket options on the site. Now, another nice feature to talk about here with the MP option is that it is going to feature that gloss black finish right out of the box, meaning it's ready to bolt up and go to your S197 with no annoying trips to the paint shop. Now, if you wanted a matte black option, instead there is something identical from MP on the site for a very similar price point, or if you wanted to go with something maybe a little bit more factory in appearance, wanted to go with a color matched option, well, there's a company, MMD. They're gonna offer a Ducktail spoiler for the S197 that is color matched to your ride for right around 300 bucks. Moving into construction, and you're gonna find what is called a blow molded ABS plastic build here, which in my experience will be equal parts lightweight and durable. Now, another nice plus with going with something like an ABS build as opposed to a fiberglass option is that ABS plastic over the years is far less prone to cracking like a fiberglass option might. Wrapping up construction, again, we've talked about it already, but we have to mention it one more time. Again, you are getting a pretty nice gloss black paint job right out of the box for a very affordable price point. No orange peel or anything like that. It's a very uniform paint job and something that looks good. Again, pretty much right out of the box here. Definitely would throw a coat of wax on this thing to help protect it from the sun over the years, but all in all, a pretty solid option in regards to build. Price point's also going to be very appealing for the early S197 owners out there. Again, we've talked about this being super affordable on the site a few times throughout this video. Well, in that mid to high $100 range, you can see why this thing is going to be very appealing for those budget-minded S197 owners out there. As again, this is easily one of the more affordable options, ready to be installed options that is, that you're going to find here on the site. Speaking of the install, site's gonna call this one a middle of the road, 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, maybe a couple of hours or so to complete from start to finish. Now, if you do not currently have a spoiler installed on your S197, well, you will need to break out the drill. But on the other hand, if you already have a factory or maybe existing aftermarket spoiler on your ride, the Ducktail should reuse the factory holes left in your deck lid by that stock spoiler. Regardless, what do you say we grab our toolbox, let's head out to the garage and show you our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
The tools you'll need for this project are a power ratchet or similar ratchet, a 10mm socket, a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, a clean soft cloth, some rubbing alcohol, a razor blade or utility knife, and a soft pad to protect your finish. Hi everyone, today we're installing a rear spoiler on our Mustang, so let's get started with the uninstall of the old one first. All right, to uninstall our original spoiler, there are 4 nuts, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. So we're going to take those off using our 10mm socket. So let's go ahead and get that done. Now once you've got the 4 nuts removed, you want to take one of your soft pry tools and just kind of wedge it in here. You don't really want to pry, you just want to wedge it in there to loosen up the tape that's already there. Now once you've got the old spoiler removed, you'll want to use some sort of a adhesive remover and some alcohol to clean this area to prepare it for the new spoiler. All right, now that we're ready to install our new spoiler, first thing we want to do is get some rubbing alcohol and a clean cloth and just go around this whole area down here where it's going to mount and make sure that there's no residue or oils or anything like that on there. So you want to go around this whole edge, and you'll see that there's a lip on the bottom of the spoiler. Also want to go around the mounting holes, make sure that those are clean because there's a couple of pads that go on there. Now, one thing that you may notice on this one is that there has been a slight design change from the manufacturer, and instead of having 2 holes on each side, we only have 1 now. So it's a little bit less work for you, but it also means you're going to have a couple of holes that you're going to need to figure out how to cover up. So now that we've got everything wiped down with the alcohol, we want to take these rubber pads here with the holes in them, and they're just going to be attached right around the mounting holes. So remove the paper backing. And just put them over the holes. Now that we've got that done, we can take the supplied 3M tape and run that around the edge of this lip on the inside of the lip, and that'll help stick it to the deck lid and hold it down along with the new screws. So you will need a cutting device such as a razor blade or a utility knife to trim the tape off once you get it applied. And you want to go around the whole perimeter. Before you actually install this, peel back about 1 inch or 2 of the backing material. Maybe use some painter's tape to tape it out of the way. That way when you set it on the car, the whole thing is not going to be permanently attached. So you'll be having a chance to be able to move it around if need be. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this thing installed. All right, now we're ready to put our new spoiler onto the deck lid using the supplied hardware. And you'll need a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver to put this in. Now, as I said earlier, the new design only has 1 hole, whereas we've got 2 holes on each side. So the hole that we're going to be using, if you've got your deck lid up, is the top hole to put the hardware into. So let's go ahead and get that done. All right, so now that we've got 1 screw started on that side, we'll go to the other side. All right, and now we can tighten it down with our number 2 Phillips head screwdriver. And do the same thing on the other side. And that wraps up our review and install of the MP Concepts ducktail rear spoiler in gloss black for the 05 to 09 Mustangs. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Mustang, keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.